Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it is time for update number 7 for my project pan for 2021. I am filming this about 2 or 3 days earlier than I normally do because I will be going away. Just keep that in mind as I'm updating. No big intro, let's just get right into it before the sun sets and I have no natural daylight. Let's go. The first eyeshadow is the Loreal Serenity sample. This one's goal is to be finished completely by the end of the year, hopefully. Yeah, not quite yet. So here is where we are at this point. And I have used this 4 times since the last update. So total, I have used this 26 times since January. I brought it in right at the beginning of the year. Yeah, I guess the pan's getting a little bit bigger, but that, I mean, yeah, 4 times. I don't know what else to say about this one. I used it one more time than I did last month. Probably gonna use it the same amount next month. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep plugging along with that one. Buonfresco in the Modern Renaissance palette. Trying to hit pan on Buonfresco or use it 30 times, whatever comes first. So no pan yet. This is what it looks like now. I used this eyeshadow just 2 times since the last update, so you're obviously not going to see a huge difference, though I will try to post a picture. I love this and I really enjoy it every time I do put it on, but it has more of a chance of getting used maybe September, October, like that. So I'm not giving up on it quite yet. I've used it 9 times total out of the 30 times since I brought it in May. If I keep going at the rate that I'm going, I'll have to be rolling this into 2022 to see that 30 uses or to hit pan on it. I'm not giving up on it yet. I was wondering if I should like lower the amount of 30 down to like 15. I'm gonna try and stick with 30 for now, and yeah, like with work starting back up at the end of this month, I'm curious how that will affect how much more I use my project pan eyeshadows. I don't think it will affect it that much because I was kind of under the impression that I wasn't wearing a lot of makeup this summer, and I don't know if that's necessarily true because I feel like when I look at my tallies for the month, it looks like I'm actively using my shadows. So it could be because I have a lot of Shop My Stash products and I'm really like excited to use those usually, so I hit those up a lot more in the beginning of the month. I think that's why I don't get as much use out of my project pan ones, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, I did get 2 more uses out of it. I still really love that color. I think it's beautiful. I like wearing it. I just don't think that this month for some reason I've been as gravitated towards that one as I am like my shimmery golden colors. I don't know. The other shade was the Salted Caramel shade from the Too Faced palette. Same goal, of course, 30 uses or hit pan. I used this 5 times total over the past month, so it still kind of looks relatively the same here. I mean, if I tilt it, you probably will still not see a difference, but I can see a little bit of a dip looking at it from this angle. I'll try to insert a picture and you might be able to see it better that way, but I am seeing it go down a little bit in the center there. So total, I've used this 11 times. I feel like all my project pan shadows are kind of on the same level right now in terms of progress. I have found that one a little bit easier to use than Buonfresco. It's a little bit of a warm brown shade, which is easier to use as a transition shade for any eyeshadow pretty much. So I could see that getting a lot more use and hitting the goal on that a lot quicker than a like more purpley shade like the other one. Last eyeshadow is MAC Coquette, and I've used this 3 times since my last update. You might be able to see that there is some sort of usage here. It reminds me of like sedentary rock. It's like it kind of goes down in layers. Here on this side you can kind of see the layers in the eyeshadow, so it is going down a little bit even though I only used it 3 times since last month. I've used this one 11 times total as well since bringing this into the project in May, and yeah, so I'm about a third of the way to my 30 times goal. Like I said, the progress is kind of the same across all of my shadows right now. Let's move on to other products. The Almay Rose Quartz liquid liner here. Just like last month, I used this 4 times. So I do see that when I pull it out, like there is definitely still product on the brush there, but not as much on there as there usually is. So even though there's no way to really tell how much is left in here, that's kind of what I've been looking at to see how much product is left in here. But overall though, I've used this guy 39 times since bringing it in. I think it was in January. So yeah, I wish this thing was clear or something so I could at least show you what's in it. but I am seeing the difference in how much product is left on the little brush applicator there. So there's that at least. So here I have the Sonia Kashuk contour stick. Here's what it looks like now. I've used this guy 19 times since the last update, bringing it up to 65 times of usage since bringing this product in to the project, which I don't know which month exactly I brought it in. I'll leave that in a text down below somewhere, but I think it was from the beginning of the year, but I could be wrong. The sheet that I marked this down on, I think is like gaslighting me or something, because I was like, yeah, usually in 2 months I see the line come down, because that seems to be the typical. There is zero difference between this purple line right here. Sorry, it's like dirty. It was here in June and July, and it's now August, and it has not budged from that line. I am going to throw a picture up and do a picture comparison as well, because I know that this had to have come down a little bit, just not showing on paper. So this is where we're at now, and I'll try to throw in a picture from the last update. Who knows, they might look exactly alike, but I know that I've used this 19 times. Like, it did start out here when I brought it in, so I know it has come down at least that much. So I know something has happened. Lord knows this guy is not cooperating with me. Trying to finish that one, by the way. Don't know if I talked about that goal, but yeah. So we'll see where we're at next month. Wet n Wild blush. My goal is to hit pan on it, and no, I have not hit pan on this yet. This I have used 9 times since last month and 16 times total since I brought this in, which I think I rolled it in 2 months ago, I believe. You can still see those rings underneath the product there, that those have been there for a while, so it could be pretty deceiving too. Like, even though I can still see the rings, I've been seeing the rings and not hitting pan yet. So I'm gonna keep chugging along with that. I really love this blush, so I don't mind having it in the project and haven't gotten sick of it at all, so we're gonna keep going with that. The Clarins lip gloss in Rosewood Shimmer. It is a nude lip gloss that I'm actually wearing right now. Goal with this is to finish this up completely. I have used this 6 times since the last update, but 24 times total since bringing it into the project. I want to say I brought it in like February maybe, or March. I don't think I had it in since the very beginning though. It's opaque. I have no other way of measuring this besides telling you how many times I've used it. I think the packaging on this is a little bit thicker too, so it's kind of hard to tell if it is as full as I think it is, but still not done it yet. So there's that. I know this is like not the most exciting update, but it's an update. Next product is the lip gloss from the Store Express. I know, kind of random, but I did want to finish this up. The last update, it was here, and I've used it a heck of a lot since the last update, and we're now down to here. So I've been applying more of it each time because I don't know what was going on with me. I was being very dainty with it in the beginning, and I didn't need to be. It feels better when you put more of it on. So that's what I've been doing, and that's why there's so much progress on this. I don't want to say I'm gonna finish it by next month, but that would be kind of cool. I could see it if I keep going the way I'm going, definitely. And I do wear this every single day. So here's another exciting one. I finally finished the Pure Seduction perfume by Victoria's Secret. So the last update, the line was up to here, and there was very little of it left. So I finished it maybe like a week or 2 after I made the video. So I'm really excited to get a perfume out of my collection. I have quite a large amount of perfumes. I don't see myself finishing any perfume between now and the end of the year unless it's like a sample or something like that. I still really think it's a great scent. It's just not my style right now. It's just very fruity. It's not one I would get today. Really happy to finish this and get my perfume collection down by 1. Yay, there's some exciting progress this month. I do not think I'm going to be rolling in a perfume right now. I don't really feel like focusing on a fragrance between now and the next update. I'm using 2 body sprays right now. I kind of pulled them in for the season. I'm not trying to finish these or anything, but I just want to focus on getting as much use out of both of these as I can between now and next month. And then I'll be booting both of these out. So if you're wondering why I use Twisted Peppermint in July, I always use this one in the summer because it is very refreshing, especially when it's like really gross out. It feels really nice to spray on the body. So I had this one in probably since like May, and then this one I pulled in like last month or something. I've had them for quite some time now, especially this one. This one's so old. So right now it's just using them as much as I can. No official goals, just whatever happens. This is the Bumble and Bumble Blow Dry Cream and this is really hard to measure as well. The moral of the story here is that I did not finish it, and I kind of didn't really use it a whole lot over the past month or so because I've been focusing on a different cream product, conditioner thing, and I kind of want to finish that one more than this. This guy right here, there's very little of it left. This one isn't in the project though, yet this is. I don't know. But it's not done yet. And then we have the Rusk Elixir Mist, which is getting the same amount of progress every single update. So I'm now up to here because the way it works, it moves upward. And this is where we're at now. So I did use it just a teeny tiny amount between last month and this month. So I think this is going to be in for a while though, because it just moves so slowly. So I got one product leaving the project this month, and what I'm gonna do actually is pull in not another perfume, I already said that earlier, but I am pulling in 2 lip products. So this is Avon in the Buff right here, and I kind of mentioned this loosely in other videos that I was interested in panning this year. It's a gimme. I mean, look how much is left here. It's not a lot at all. So I think that it's totally doable to finish this product between now and the end of the year, but it depends on how many Shop by Stash products I pull in and all of that, but there's just so little of it left. I want to get it finished. It is discontinued. Officially rolling it in now. I already have it marked on paper. So for next time, we'll see how much lower we get. But yeah, I did have this in a Shop My Stash. I brought it in July. So I had it in July, had it in this month, and I'm officially making it part of my project pan. At this point in the year, I think it just makes a lot of sense to pull in something with just a little bit of product in it. I think that is totally doable. So I know it's a gimme. I know there's like teeny tiny amount in there, but I am looking forward to finishing another lip product, hopefully this year. We'll see. And I also want to pull in officially as well this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. I've had this for so long, and I've also had this lip gloss in for 2 months in my Shop My Stash cycles, and now I am officially pulling it in to finish it. I did pull the stopper out because, as you can see, there's gloss kind of trapped at the bottom there and at the top, and then the middle's just kind of like empty there. This is actually a repurchase. I did have another one of these before, so I obviously liked it enough to repurchase it. I was kind of on the fence about it though. I was like, do I still like this lip gloss? Do I want to declutter it? But I decided that I do still really like it. I'm glad I started using it again and looking forward to finishing this gloss off. Nothing totally astounding about any of the products this month, besides maybe the perfume and the Express lip gloss. Everything else is kind of like, and even if I'm filming this like 2 or 3 days early, I don't think it would have changed much of the results anyway either. But we'll see how it goes. Like I say, every single month between now and September. We'll see how my numbers change now that I'm going back to work. I'm very curious about that. So thank you guys so much for staying till the end. As usual, give this video a like, maybe consider subscribing. I appreciate you guys, and hopefully more success between now and September for my project pan for 2021. I'll see you guys later. Bye.